jump.
Let's jump. Yo, beautiful people. Today's a special day.
Special day,
I knew it
honey.
because the sun was out.
The sun was out.
Do you know what I mean? Things were moving different today.
Things are very different today.
Guys, we have our first guest on TDA.
Exciting scenes.
Come on. Introduce. You heard from the voice already.
Right. You
Introducing
should know.
Tazer, no swear word.
No effing.
Why do you not have the swear word here for?
He's dropped it.
We're dropping it
He's
because
dropped it.
man's, do you know what I mean? He's going to Good
Are
Morning
you
America.
dropping
and
it
that.
for your brand, eh?
Yeah, I haven't done it in a minute still. So it's been
No, their skins are amazing.
Tazer.
I don't really.
Yes,
You know what? Sorry, no. But I think
Yes.
you do skincare though.
No, he does.
You're better than Margs. Margs uses the same. You missed
He
it the
uses
other
the
day.
floor rag.
He's got,
When he was telling what he was doing, I nearly passed out.
What did he do?
What's-
he's
he
got
uses the same
supplements.
towel for everything.
He takes pills and that. He does
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
Like,
What do you do?
He uses Radox.
Mine. What's
Radox.
mine is?
No, we're gonna get to yours. I think
We're gonna get to yours.
and that.
But
No,
Margs
he's-
is Radox.
he's got a whole chemist. He takes enough long to like. He didn't
but
wake.
his
Like,
skin is
I woke up like this.
I said I woke up like this.
Do you know what is? Mark's skin is amazing until he sits next to Tazer, and then it's like,
Don't do that.
Is this what we're doing
defending
here?
your right to fuck it up.
Oh
Nah,
shit!
Nah, I'm
basically-
joking,
Well,
you're both
damn.
beautiful.
Now,
You're both-
recently we went Cancun in it, so
The sun.
we shared the same room, shared the same bathroom, whatever. When you saw Margs, it's like literally. What was it?
Bar.
I think shaving cream, toothpaste, toothbrush, cream.
That's
That's it.
wild.
And then on my side, it's like different types of oil.
Brother, man's
I've got
got
exfoliant.
a chemist. He's like super drug in this thing there. I was like, raw.
Was it easy to share?
Stacked up layers. Huh?
Was it easy to share with you two? Like, do you like?
Nah, it was calm. It was actually calm.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, no,
so
it's super cool still.
Do you shave each? Because you're both bald.
Wait,
right?
what?
Do you
What?
shave
What?
your head? Like, do you shave it? Did you?
Like you
help?
get my back, I get your back.
Yeah.
No. I don't shave my
this,
thing
man.
like
You
that.
are showing off. You ain't acting foolish. 1 second. Taser coming in. Now you acting stupid. Stop being stupid.
Alright, let's tell people. Let's tell
I'm actually
people.
screaming.
Let's tell people who Tazer is, right? So if you know about faded, if you know about free shots, right?
Come on.
Tazer is a pioneer and an amazing entrepreneur as well.
That's it.
When you really think about it, you started your own bar as well. We know that more things are ahead of you.
Amen.
You recently announced that you will be on radio with Cyan Anderson.
Mhm.
Are you excited about that?
Yeah, very excited, man.
You got your clothing line. You're trying to be Kanye, innit? You got
One
your
extra.
clothing line
I'm trying to get
40s.
everything.
And you've been doing that for a long time.
He kept that low. How did that come about? Because you
We're jumping straight into the
What
interview.
the-
Is that what we're doing?
What did you do?
Huh?
We're jumping straight into
No,
the
I just want to. I got a
Do you know
personal
what?
grab.
Do
I
you know
want
what's
to
great
know.
today? But you know what it is? I'm glad you're here because this is why Margs don't read the notes.
Huh?
Because we had a whole
We
briefing.
had a whole
Nah,
briefing.
forget
Get
the
a whole
briefing.
briefing.
I just want to know why I found out on the internet the same time as everybody else. That's what I want to know, and then we can get back to structure.
No. Do you know what it is? It's been me and Farron had a conversation in, I think it was like Feb, before we went Cancun.
Yeah.
And then, but I didn't think it could happen because there's like red tape behind certain things happening. So I just thought it was just passing convo.
Mm.
And then he hit me back and said, nah, I've got it over the line. Are you still interested? I'm like, oh yeah, why not? Like, let's go. And then Sam called me and was like, why are you saying why not? Let's do this, man. What are you talking about? And I was like, all right, cool, let's go, let's do it. And then still there was more red tape. So I'm like, I don't know if this is going to happen. So let me not be
My
too
hopes up
gassed.
kind
Let
of
me not
thing,
start
yeah.
telling people.
Okay, yeah.
I only really told like a few people and then asking for their advice. And then I got the phone call confirmed on, I think, Sunday, and they announced it on Tuesday.
Oh,
Sick.
congratulations.
Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, man.
So Royal Albert Hall now
Not
going to
what's
radio
funny?
stations.
I'm not appeased.
So it's funny, do you know what's funny? Do you know, you were doing really well, yeah, until you said you told a few people and Margs was
Yeah,
like,
I was
Yeah,
like,
I
so I
just-
wasn't one of
and I
them.
Yo,
wasn't one
Margs
of them.
is
We
not-
shared
Margs
a room.
We shared
Margs
a
is
room.
Margs is not someone I call for advice.
Okay.
In that
The room, the
department.
entire asking for a friend
You know what I mean? So, like, it's not your phone that's
We're
going to ring.
uncovering a lot of stuff here.
I'm just saying,
It's a lot.
Nah,
I actually give him amazing advice as well. He's crazy. I don't know what he's talking about. I give him some of the best advice.
so if you knew about it, what would you have told him? Let's recreate that. So it's now Sunday. It's before Tuesday. And you tell Margs, what would you say back to him?
No, wait. What advice are you asking Margs? Hypothetically.
You're just telling him that you got the show
Yeah.
now, innit?
Like, should I do this? Is it
Yeah, should I
Yeah.
do this?
Yeah.
So go on, Margs, what
Is
would
it the
you
right
have said?
time?
Go on,
Margs,
Margs.
what are you saying?
Let's recreate time. Go on, let's hear.
I would say I don't think it's for you.
You're a witch. You're a hater. I'm not telling you about nothing ever again.
It's giving hater. It's giving
giving
hater.
witchcraft.
It's giving hater. It's giving witchcraft.
So you can see why they call it.
Yeah,
All right.
absolutely. That's
Okay,
funny.
well, this is super duper exciting. We're so happy to have you here.
Yes.
You've given some of the accolades, but we know that through the interview, more accolades will come out.
Mhm.
You've
Absolutely.
done some amazing stuff with your brothers and by yourself as well. But before we do that, we have a game that everyone has to play. We've had many guests in it, so we have a game that everybody plays. You have 1 minute to answer all our questions, right? These questions are fast. We'll be doing it to music. Yeah, and this is called 140 questions. Yeah, 140 questions. But the reason why is because it's on a 140 beat, innit?
Yeah, 140
There you
beat.
go.
Yeah,
And you used
heads.
to be a musician as well.
Yeah.
Are you gonna do something for us today?
Nah.
Okay. Anyway, all
It
right.
would have been the video situation.
It would have been. Anyway, let's go straight into the first bit of this interview. 3, 2, 1. Netflix or Amazon Prime?
Netflix.
Who's the youngest artist to ever win a Mercury Prize Award?
Dave?
What's the capital of the Netherlands?
Amsterdam.
What is the most populated black country in the world?
Nigeria.
That was wrong. Supermodel or Mighty Mo?
Supermodel.
Who won the last football World Cup?
France.
Love or fear?
Love.
Who is Britain's wealthiest sports person?
Say that again?
Who is Britain's wealthiest sports person?
Michael Jordan?
What is the most sold?
What?
What?
Go on,
Keep
go on.
going. What is the most sold flavour of Walker's Crisp?
Ready sorted.
No way.
What's 204 minus 4?
204 minus 4. 200.
Okay.
What's the Queen's surname?
What is her surname? I don't know.
What is Lil Wayne's first name?
Who?
Lil Wayne. His
Dwayne.
first name.
Dwayne.
Okay.
Name 2 rappers that have the surname Carter.
Jay-Z and Lil Wayne.
All right. There we go.
What was your
We had a format there. You got messed it up.
No,
Yeah,
no,
man.
first of all, don't
I'll be
use
honest
that.
with you,
and
Because you
my
come
whole-
twice
No.
today. It's Qoy.
No, wait.
It was
You know,
Qoy.
can I say something? You lot are not ride or die as all good friends.
We should,
I'm not,
you know,
because every time.
we shouldn't have said nothing because we worked on the fly and we made it
That's
work.
what I'm saying. Like, you know, this is really embarrassing. I've never been on a show where my team ain't my team. What's going on here?
Man,
You know what? I'm sorry for
Nah,
saying
you
this because
lot
we
are
made it work.
terrible.
But
You lot are
no, man,
terrible.
we got to hold each other
I
accountable.
know, you lot are
Listen,
terrible.
I don't
You
like
lot
the
do
we
this a
term
lot.
being
But
thrown
anyway,
around. I didn't do
Tazer,
nothing. I just say
Tazer,
it.
we're back. No, you two are both. No, that's
What was your question again? What did you say? Something
Is that Britain something you said?
Oh,
Who was
Britain.
Britain's wealthiest sports
Yeah, you said Michael Jordan.
Said Michael Jordan.
I didn't hear the Britain part.
Good. How well did he do?
Oh, you heard us.
You got 5 right though.
Got 5 right, yeah.
Five
About
right.
what?
Out of,
So, about 10, you know.
okay.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah.
You're the champion at the moment.
So the youngest
That's what-
artist,
Because you're the first guest.
Oh yeah.
You're the champion.
You're the champion. Yeah, own
the
it.
youngest
Enjoy it.
artist to ever win a Mercury Prize Award, Dizzy.
That was between Dave and Dizzy, you know.
Oh.
The most populated black country in the world, Nigeria. I was
You got
obsessed
that
with
right.
Got
You
it
got
right.
that.
Because
Got it
Nigerian,
right,
if you
yeah.
didn't know that.
I'm Nigerian.
I would have.
got
Yeah,
it.
you are. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
I probably would have got that wrong. Just thinking
So why
too
did you
much.
say wrong?
When?
You said got that wrong.
No, but he was saying
So
we
he
did the
was saying-
questions wrong.
Oh, okay, cool.
See, you're talking about family business in front of guests. That's
Sorry,
not right. You can't do that.
The most sold flavours Walker's Crisp is.
Ready sorted the cheese and onion.
It's not
and
all.
onion
Everybody knows it's the blue. Everybody knows it's cheese and onion, though. Because I think everyone should
I
just
can't
know
lie,
that. It's the blue pack.
No,
would've
I
filled
would
it,
have done either
Yeah.
two. I would have done
Exactly.
Yeah. The only reason I know this because I checked this stat
It's
myself.
Normal
not
people
other.
don't even eat ready sorted like
I
that.
No,
do.
ready sorted is good.
I like
if
ready
you're,
said
if you're
normal
good,
people.
if you're gonna talk to somebody afterwards, or you know you're gonna be busy, I wouldn't go for cheese and onion, even
Yeah.
though I like it. I'll go for ready sorted just to avoid
The
pass
breath.
out.
Mm.
Yeah, do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Oh, the trick is just when you offer them some. Hey, what's up, Chris?
So now
So
you
we're
got
both
got onion breath.
All
Yeah.
right then. All right.
And
What's your
the
relationship?
Queen's,
Oh,
Queen's
sorry.
surname. So
Windsor.
Windsor.
I never
I've
would have got
never
that. I
heard
thought
that.
I was just.
I'll be honest with you, I didn't have a clue.
I thought I was a.
Yeah.
I didn't even
castle.
because I saw the answers. I said,
Yeah.
that's
'Cause her
why
name
it's
might as well
called
be-
Windsor Castle.
Elizabeth Buckingham as well. Then I don't know. I just think
Screaming,
Windsor
not
the
Buckingham.
Castle, like not her surname.
Oh, is that why it's called
Windsor
what-
Castle.
what?
Yeah, Windsor.
yeah, the Windsor Castle.
Yeah, I
Windsor
didn't know that.
Even the Times, the Tudors,
And the Windsors, yeah.
Edwards.
Yeah, that is
my
There's
strong
a
point.
there's a reason you put these names.
You pay attention to school? I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
I love history, and you do know I pay attention to school. Yeah?
Oh, you
He's gonna
must
don't
have
come up
known
here and
this
pretend
cute.
like you think I'm stupid.
That's what Marks was like, yeah, everyone is different. We're acting new. Taser's different. Now you're thinking, who do I know in this room?
So you're not fake. You're
I
not
don't know
fake.
anybody. I don't know no one.
Phony.
So obviously this our interviews are iconic. People know about our interviews. We're gonna come with questions that people actually really, really want to know and get to know
Absolutely.
you, Tazer. Especially the new Tazer. You've been on a bit of an evolution.
Mm.
Yeah? Is everything going in the direction that you really want it to?
I'm winging it, man.
I don't think you are,
I'm
Tazer.
winging it,
It
man.
looks very well thought out, well
Yeah.
planned.
Poised.
That's what I'm saying.
I think you should say that story. Because then you'll be on panels.
Yeah.
You'll be on panels. You'll be giving like TED Talks and all that kind of stuff. Like, listen,
So I
you
could
got to
just-
wake up
just-
and get it.
Yeah, all right, cool. Gary Vee thing, yeah. all right,
Exactly.
say that. I knew this when I was 14. I manifested it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I finished college. I said, Mom, listen, I have a dream. Just support me.
Lord, I have a dream.
But yeah, man. Nah, seriously, I always wanted to be myself.
Yeah.
So in any way I can be, I'm happy to do so. And I guess with events, it was easy to do that.
Mhm.
And then going into, I did radio years ago. I don't know if you must know about like Feeling Mandy. It's like, yeah. So I was on there for like,
Before our
2
time,
months.
Before our time, child.
Yeah, 2 months. And I had the debate show with my boy Aaron Fontaine, where we did a little uni tour as well. It was called Opinionated,
Okay.
sharing our opinions across the uni circuit. We went Roehampton, Kingston, Northampton, Brunel.
Did you go to uni?
Yeah, I went to London Met.
Okay.
Okay.
Terrible uni. But
Not
yeah, so the foundation was set from there. That's what I wanted to do.
Mm.
And then just kept pushing with the events. And when I had the opportunity to do the podcast with the fellas, did that, grew it, started doing events, came from an events background anyway. And that's when we started doing venues, growing it. And then, yeah.
So that's the stuff that everybody sees, right?
Yeah.
But let's go back to the part of the journey that nobody sees. Like, what was the lowest moment? Like, what was the moment where you're like, you need things to change? Because I think you said you only ever had one job.
Yeah, I used to work my first job was Barrett's,
Okay.
the shoe shop
Yeah.
in Brent Cross, £4.50 an hour.
That is slavery.
That was
Yeah,
slavery.
yeah. And
You was
I knew,
mad.
Is that minimum
Yeah.
wage?
basically, I knew it was a problem when I used to go to McDonald's for my lunch, and my lunch was £4.50.
Mm.
So I was like, oh,
That's an hour,
This
my
is,
shit.
this is not. I
How
left.
old were you when you were working at Barrett's?
I think I was like,
context.
I was like uni, I think 18, 19.
Okay.
And then,
That's your first job?
yeah, first job.
So
And
you
then
weren't always flashy Taze, like you used to be like broke Taze.
Not on £4.50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been broke.
So how do you
Been broke
navigate? Okay, continue.
So yeah, I had this clothing line then as well.
Okay.
And
Same
then-
name.
Same logo, everything.
Introduce the name.
Yeah, literally 40s. The name is like a family crest. My dad had a company called 3Ts
Okay.
when there was 3 of us. It's based on the kids. So my real name's Toba.
Mhm.
My sister Timmy, my brother Toby, Tammy.
I didn't know that.
So there's 5 T's now. But when my dad had his company, it was 3.
Mm.
Then when I had my company, it was 4.
Why are you annoyed?
That's proper irrelevant. She shouldn't have done that. Sorry.
Who shouldn't have done
No, she shouldn't have done that. I was just. Sorry. I'm sorry.
that? What
I'm
is
sorry.
going on?
You shouldn't have done that.
And do you know what?
It's
I
nothing
hate-
to do with
Nothing
nothing.
I just hate that you're seeing our business. I'm actually that auntie that's worried about the way families see us.
Hey.
Carry on, sorry, so 40s now.
Yeah, so 4 T's, yeah. And then, so obviously now that I've brought it back,
Yeah.
technically it should be 5 because my other brother is
Okay.
here. But nah.
But you know what? That's why when you say stuff like that, you say
Oh
you're
my
winging
God.
it. That is so.
I've always
out.
wanted to know what 4Ts was
Yeah.
about.
And then true talent takes time. 4 T's.
Sorry, what?
Talent.
True talent takes time.
Taze, get away from me. You
40s.
cannot tell me you're winging shit.
I don't. That's just that.
That
and
is
then-
so.
That's
all our
disgusting.
names.
I don't like that.
All
I
our
just don't
names
like that.
have 4
Well,
letters.
because you didn't know this before.
It's just too like. It's just too.
I
it's
love
too,
it.
All our names have 4 letters and
Super
then
intense.
Yeah, that's
Mm.
too much. The 4
I
letters
love
and then
it.
the acronym, whatever it is. Yeah, it's too much. I don't like it.
that's what it means a lot to me. It's just like, that's why I don't like it, you know.
From the first 30 seconds, we established he's a hater, so just forget it. Don't even look that way during the interview. Just look at me and Qoy.
But the reason
why is because I haven't even got my tracksuit yet. He said gaslighting me.
No
I
gas.
see
like-
bet, I'm like
Yeah.
influencers. I see bet. What?
I haven't bucked you yet.
You've bucked me at least 2 times after the time you told me
The
you was going to
personal
bring it to me.
issues here are intense.
How you find the tracksuit though?
Oh, I like it.
Okay.
And I'm not lying. Like,
Okay.
at first I thought, oh, it's going to be a friendship thing, innit? But I put it on and the inside was actually soft.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, the inside was soft. Not the softest, but soft.
Okay.
I love the length.
Not a review. He's a Tazer Brent.
No, I know. I'm being
Who's an
honest.
invoice?
I don't know.
I,
That's what I'm saying.
I love the length as well. Like it sits,
Yeah.
it gives me like it's giving me shape. It's not
Okay.
Yeah, I like it. I
Can I ask you, is it like stretchy? Because I need to know, you know, like the bum to the waist ratio? How does that work out?
It's gonna be fine for us.
Yeah?
It's
Okay.
good.
All
It's
right.
good.
Okay. I hope you still got the charcoal one in stock.
He
The
gave
grey
me
one.
Sold out.
black.
Charcoal soda that flew out.
You got black?
Yeah, I got black.
Okay. All right. Okay.
But the reason I brought that up is because one day my friend came to pick up his hoodie on my shop floor
Yeah,
and he handed me £45
I remember the story.
and they put things in context. That's a 10-hour shift he just gave me.
Yeah.
I looked at my manager and said, yeah.
I gotta
I'm
go.
out, blood. I'm out. Let me just go out and just push as much hoodies as I can.
Yeah.
Because technically that's 10 hours in my head now.
Mm.
And then I got to a little situation where I was broke again. remember I had to borrow £300 from my mum. And my mum said to me, this is my last £300. But I'm giving it to you. I said, oh, what kind of, this is
Emotional.
like, yo, like,
Do you want to give me the money or not?
yeah, like, this is a bit, because honest to God, I haven't asked my dad for money since I was 16. Only because when I did ask him for money, how shit he made me feel, I told myself, I'm never going to ask you for money again. Never going to ask you for money again. So my mum used to just see me like in bed, days in, days out, and just be like,
What age was this?
uni.
Okay.
Like 18, 19.
Okay.
But I'm going raving, fully going raving. Always knew how to work my way in, get in for free, wouldn't drink the whole night. But I just wanted to be there.
Yeah.
Come home, nothing during the day, just chilling in my yard. If there's a motive, I find a way to get out. But I had no peace. And my mum was just like, listen, you can't keep doing this. Like, what are you doing? And then I got myself in a situation doing illegal stuff. And I was on bail for about 15 months. Yeah. I didn't know. You always used to go back to the station. They say, we've extended your bail. We've extended your bail. I'm like, what's going on, man? And
What
then
do you mean what's going on? You wanted to go to jail?
No, I wanted to get NFA. Like, hurry it up.
What's
When you
NFA?
snitched on
What's
the other
NFA?
time.
First of all, I didn't snitch.
Oh, gosh. I don't know what's going on. This one's
First of all, I didn't snitch.
I don't know what we've
And then,
done.
Do you know it's the BBC News? It's really hurting him. We might need to. We're gonna have to end with that. We're gonna have to talk it out. Okay.
So,
Yeah, we have to heal this.
Because
then
this
that-
ain't it.
So then that year is when I found out that I was going to have a baby
Okay.
as
Oh,
well.
distress.
Yeah, so I didn't tell
Yeah.
my mum. I just told my mum,
Surprise.
No, I just-
Something's coming.
yeah, something's coming.
It's a
innit?
In a few months.
So I found out in March, June. I
Were you
can't remember.
scared?
Must be
Because
shaking
I was
your
scared I was going to have a
boots.
baby.
Yeah.
No, because I was scared I was going to jail.
Oh, so
one thing
that's
at a
what I was
time.
thinking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
So in
Damn.
June, when I got the police invited me in and said, listen, we need to talk to you, blah, blah.
Invited.
They gave me the paperwork, NFA, no further action.
No.
So, whew. Yes. So that when I went home, I said, Mum, I got good news, and I got good news, I think.
Yeah.
And she was like, what? I said, I'm not going to jail. That's the last time I'm going to do anything to
Like
do
that,
with
yeah.
that department.
Mm.
And she's like, okay, so what's the other one? I said, I'm having a baby.
Mm.
She's like, that ain't good news. I was like,
But it is though.
Yeah, that's when
is,
she kind of
yeah.
took it in and said, you know what? I've seen how you are with your brothers.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
Mm.
And then literally from that moment onwards, I was excited about having a baby, but I didn't tell no one. Only a few friends.
Was Margs one of them? You know him back then?
Nah, me and Margs never really spoke that around that. I knew who he was.
Yeah.
I don't think he knew who I was.
Imagine him
Okay.
randomly calling Margs. Yo,
I got
Margs.
my mum like,
Put down the recording
But
session.
I think that was around the time where Instagram, people were using Instagram. It was like the
Okay.
old days.
oh, you know
It
when
was
the
blue,
all them
oil
filters
filter.
and
Yeah. So I used
Lorenzo
to,
and them, man. Yeah,
so I used to
yeah,
post
yeah.
cubs.
Okay.
Like every so often I post like cubs. They're like, why do you keep posting cubs? I just like them. But
He's in Lion Cubs.
yeah. But for me, it signified my child coming. For me.
Yeah.
And then one day I posted
romantic.
Max and
So
Jordan.
lovely.
I don't know if
No,
so
but I
lovely or
wanted to tell
I
people.
like
I didn't want to
this.
tell people. And then
I said I
literally,
gotta lay it out.
yeah, like,
but I can't fully.
I can't. And then I had two events that December.
Yeah.
So I had an event on the 20th
Mm.
and an event on Boxing Day.
Yeah.
My daughter was born on the 18th. I passed my driving test on the 18th. And then
Great day.
I posted my daughter on the 25th.
Girls
As
must
in,
have been shocked.
This is my Christmas present to myself.
Were you
Oh.
dating? Were you
I
dating?
was still outside.
You were still outside, so
No
girls
one
were
knew.
surprised by this.
What?
Can you
Do
imagine
you know how many
calls?
girls cried at Faded?
How are you coming to rave?
Wait, so
girls?
they
I came
came-
Faded, they cried.
They came to Faded to cry.
This is that your baby? I said, yeah. They go,
As in
like-
what? They were happy for you, or they
no,
felt like,
like,
you
No,
I'm
they were
still dating. I'm
upset.
still outside. Like,
Oh, but
I
you're
can't
saying this
lie.
doesn't affect our dating. Is
yeah,
that what
like,
you're saying?
they're not seeing it as that.
Don't worry about
baby.
sweetheart.
They're not seeing it as
Of
that.
course they're not a whole baby.
They're seeing it as
Yeah, I can't imagine if I was dating a
you
guy and
messed
he had a
up.
baby.
Whilst you
What does
would,
that mean?
yeah, I know, but
Yeah,
I
but if it
mean,
was casual, what's it gonna do?
it was casual. Yeah, it was casual.
Margs,
No one was
please.
exclusive.
Nobody was.
No, no, no.
So, but you understand where? Why are your eyes like? You understand where you understand where they may have been coming from, being like, I don't know why they were crying at Faded. Stay at home,
But
sis.
I will say, do you know what? Though I'm so annoyed
Women are
because
dramatic.
I just hate when I have to like
Justify
shy.
back in your
No,
brethren.
when I have to be here and be shy for women.
For women, because we
I
really
hate
want to.
that. But why are you going to someone's event and you're crying? Because
So they
I'm a
actually
baby?
cried, like real tears,
get a
or you
grip.
being dramatic?
Listen, even
How many?
extended till the year after.
Even if it's one, that's one too
Remember
many.
when Kanye was going through his shouting phase, where he was just shouting on the
He's the
stage?
Vita phase.
Yeah, I remember. That was the
Don't
background.
do my king
And
like
I'm
that.
looking at someone, and her brethren just started crying. Sorry, the girl that I know just started crying. Her brethren consoled her, and then she's looked to be like, "Why are you crying?"
She
seen
cared
me.
about you.
What are you doing to
Oh.
these girls?
You must be Tazer. I'm like,
Yeah, Tazer, she cared about you, man, and you knew she cared about you.
Nothing
Marks
happened
is
to me still.
pissing me
But
off.
she
cared about me.
you,
Yeah,
man.
cool, but I had a baby.
I know. I think she
know
just thought
what's-
she was more special. I don't think she realized that there was a
Yeah, I
roster.
hate you, but then my daughter came and it
She
made
was-
everyone kind of.
But can you imagine
Why?
that you're crying at Arabian, you look to Sandy and another girl's crying. Why are you crying, bitch?
Why are we all
And
crying?
looking at the
Do
same
you know
man
the
that I'm
man's
looking
thing?
at. Are you
They
sick?
went into the toilets and they broke down the whole timeline to each other and everything.
Probably that's happened to me before.
The way to understand this shit is to just not care, I guess. It doesn't seem like you seem to really care.
I don't.
He can't care because how can he care? Do you know how many tears there were? I can't tears. It's
Cry
more
me a
embarrassing
river,
for them.
innit?
Cry me a river.
Cry me a river.
Life's
That is
hit me a couple
crazy.
times. I don't really care about certain things anymore. So it's just like, it is what it is. But I tried to be transparent.
Yeah.
Told them the deal. And I guess.
Well, after baby was here.
Yeah,
Transparency
you can't
is
be
the best game.
You can't be transparent after the news is out.
Do you know what I mean?
I'm
don't
not with
count.
her. No, but no. Their main gripe. Obviously, once I started talking to them, their main gripe
They
was
still
they
spoke
thought
to
I
you?
was still with my.
Oh, so when was the baby conceived kind of question?
No. They thought I was just still with her, and I was still
Okay.
outside doing my thing. But that's another interesting fact. I've only slept with my baby mum once. That one shot is why my daughter's here. I haven't gone back.
Can I just ask
Sorry.
Brent? Brent, can you make
Me, it
sure
was
you
meant
get
to be.
footage of every face at that
When he said that.
Because I've never heard
No,
everyone
because
quiet.
no
we
one
signed off on
because
smoke.
no one believes me.
No,
when
I
say
believe
it.
you.
But you know, what it is I
believe
definitely
you.
believe you.
Because I think you're
I
out
just
there.
think, and I love how you are as a father. I'm going to get into that. But I just know that for me, my worst fear is to have a guy once and I'm pregnant. Like, God, why'd you hate me? What? So that's why I was shocked. Like,
18
damn.
years. But yeah.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah, literally.
know.
So obviously you can imagine how we didn't really know each other like
Oh,
that.
yeah. So you
So
got
you
to
can imagine
navigate
the
all of
pregnancy.
that as
Oh,
well.
my God.
Damn.
That is a lot to take
Yeah.
on.
And then that.
How did she know you were going to
Christmas-
be a good dad?
She
Like,
didn't. She just took a stab at the. What's the saying?
I don't know.
I keep saying.
Man said stab, but then
Stab
bullet.
it.
No,
I didn't bullet.
because
I
I
was
said
gonna
it on
ignore
JD,
that.
and everyone in the comments was like, "That's not the saying."
Yeah, because you said it wrong.
Yeah, I said it wrong. What is it?
It's a stab in the dark.
Stab in the dark. That's it. I said stab in the wind. My bad.
In the wind.
Yeah, no, I don't
It's
know where I got that from.
It's all right.
Because you know what? I was going to say that I love how you are openly as a father. Like, I really admire. And I think that, especially because you had your child like young and stuff, a lot of men don't really, they don't be doing that kind of thing.
Mhm, mhm.
Actually, no, first of all, I even get there. Big up your mum. She's really good vibes. From the
Oh,
stories
thank
you tell
you.
on the pod.
Yeah.
And I've been to a few live shows and she's there. And like, Auntie, she lets us know that she's there. I absolutely love that. So I was going to say that. Do you feel like, obviously, probably back then you didn't think of that, but in your position now, you're in now, and like the influence you do you feel like you have a responsibility to be like a responsible figure for young black men? Because the other day on your pod is where you were talking about how kind of the advice that you got when you were going to have a kid,
Yeah.
and then the advice that you were giving young guys now as a father. Do you see yourself in that kind of mental like?
I wouldn't say I live my life to be responsible,
Yeah.
but I'd say if someone came to me and wanted advice,
Yeah.
I would be responsible. Don't look at what I'm doing,
Okay.
but listen to what I'm saying.
Don't do as I do.
Do as I say. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I will give you good advice, but
Yeah.
whether you do it or not, it's up to you.
Yeah.
And I would always say this is coming from me
Mhm.
based on my experiences.
Yeah.
The same thing I did when I found out I was having a child. I found all the guys that I know that to me look like good dads.
Mhm.
And the advice they gave me was terrible. So I'm like, hold on a second. I got to figure this out myself. now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Or I can look at elders, but then they grew up in a different generation.
Yep.
So stuff like, I'll give you an example. A lot of men that I know are very hands-on in regards to what the mother of their child does.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't care.
Mhm.
Because it's got nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
The only thing I said to her is, when it comes to dating, if you date anybody that I know, just let me know. I will drop that friend. Because I see it as
if it was your friend.
yeah. Because my friend shouldn't be dating the mother of my child.
Okay.
Okay.
So for you to get to that stage, he's messed up, or she,
Okay.
whichever case,
Yeah.
they've messed up. So I'll drop them
Okay.
for your happiness, because your happiness means my daughter's happy. That's how I look at it.
It's so mature.
So when I said that to her, she was like, "Okay, cool. Anything else?" I said, "That's it, really."
Does she have any
And
rules
don't
for
try,
you?
don't try be bait.
Okay. Yeah. Don't try
Don't
to come up.
Yeah, don't try to do all of
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
We-
you
we-
actually
we-
had a conversation with her that don't.
Yeah,
get out
don't do all
here.
of that. Don't get excited because I know a lot of people and I don't see them the way everyone else sees them.
Okay.
So, for example, I'll give you an example. My birthday party, Maya Jammer bought a table.
Mhm.
When Maya walked in, the rave went mad. Maya's my bridge, and I just hugged her. Hey, cool, here's your table. Boom.
yeah.
Baby mum came over because she's got privileges.
Yeah.
She's got privileges.
That's just got the VIP
She
access
came
for
over,
life.
introduced me now. I said, what if Maya doesn't want to talk to you? Introduce me now. All right, cool. Maya this is Mia's mum. Mia's mum, this is my. Oh my God. All that fake stuff that you don't
It's
do.
not
Cool,
fake.
whatever.
It's not
Cool,
fake.
whatever. No,
We
but
just
whatever.
stop- we
innit?
don't have beef.
Whatever.
It's not
men
fake
are
because that's why
what-
you and Margs are the way you
Look
are
at it.
today. Okay? It's not
Yeah, we
fake.
keep it real. Like, you know what I mean?
Whatever.
No, but
He
I-
did that because you're on camera.
Do you know what I mean? He's
That did not come from the heart.
He's been fighting everyone today. It's fine.
So then that's happened now, whatever, cool. Then there was a moment where I was like, I don't think this is enough. Something's coming. I told myself something's coming. She turned around, she goes, she's not gonna hug me. I'm like,
Wait, who said this? Your baby mum?
yeah,
Hmm.
but we're not like when I tell you she's my brethren, we're not
Yeah.
like that. I get it, we've had sex, but
No,
we're
but-
not like but
She
you
has
said
VIP
that.
access though.
You've said that now because of who's behind you.
Yeah, but I'm allowed. Like
Do you get it?
Yeah, but it's just
I'm
part
allowed.
of the perks.
Yeah, it's a
Perks.
yes.
Yes.
Nah, man.
I
Nah,
gave.
man.
I
not gonna
created
let you-
the life that you love the most.
What's the
It's-
mindset behind that?
Yeah, like-
Women.
We both do it. It's territorial. We both
What
do
do you
it.
mean?
She just decided she wanted to flex in that moment. You were like a car.
Flex?
She just was flexing.
No, I understand.
Do you know what? It's not that you're like-
I get it. That's what I said. I get it. But because she's the mother of my child, she gets leeway.
Yeah, but important
When
question,
randoms
though.
do it, it's like, what are you
Yeah,
doing?
No, the random sleep, we don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
We're not here for the girls that are crying.
the point I'm trying to make is I've clocked that you're doing it.
Okay.
I even clocked you were going to do
Clock
it.
in
before
silence.
Oh, you
did
knew
it.
something
It's
else
fine.
was... Yeah,
This one was coming. She stood there and I'm like,
okay, but important question, did you hug her?
yeah, of course I hugged her.
Lovely.
Good.
Okay.
All of this is extra. Don't let Margs lead us astray. She gets
No, Margs
privileges.
would have probably done it as
She
well.
gets privileges, and that's
No, but
fine.
Margs would have probably done it as well. It's just one of the things that's like, all right, cool.
I don't know if Margs had done that. Margs didn't even like he... Would you have hugged that? You would have.
Yeah.
Would you?
I'm a good G.
Okay.
Brent, why are you laughing?
So it's Brent next. Who's next?
I think my
How can I say I'm a good G and man laugh? What are you laughing at?
he feels it in his soul.
Yeah, sure.
So Tazer, another question that kind of comes to my mind. The streets were asking. The streets.
The
were
streets,
telling-
yeah.
The streets.
The streets said,
Allegedly.
the
Asking
streets
for
said,
friends.
Qoy, please ask this. What do you think your reputation is in terms of your relationship with girls in the streets? Not in the streets, but like in general. Because I've actually heard good things about you.
Depends. Yeah.
Like, but no, I'm not.
He's
gonna,
so glad
No,
you said
no,
that.
I was no.
I'm not gonna be a lawyer.
I wasn't even gonna say that. I was gonna say it depends on who you ask.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, some people say bad stuff, some people say good
Because
stuff.
imagine the girls crying. They would be like, oh my gosh, she's...
Yeah, do you know what I mean? But my thing is just, one, it depends on who you ask.
Yeah.
And two, I always say this, the person you ask, how well do they know me?
Mm.
If they don't know me that well, then they can say whatever they want. But ask the people that know me, nothing but good things.
Because I feel like your logic when it comes to women is quite liberal. Like for a Nigerian man, yeah, I don't
Boy.
feel like you do. I
No,
don't.
but remember, I'm a Nigerian man, yeah,
Yeah.
based on someone who was technically raised by their mum. And
Yeah,
my mum...
So a lot of them were in my life.
What I mean is,
Chick girl.
what I mean is, my mum is very liberal.
Okay.
But when my dad was there, it was a dictatorship.
Okay.
Okay.
So me and my siblings have seen the difference.
The difference,
Like,
yeah.
do you know what? It's mad, yeah? I had this conversation with myself the other day. And I know it's going to sound so mad, but let me just get it off my chest, yeah?
Okay.
I was actually happy that my dad got arrested. Because when he left the house,
It's giving
oh
the switch,
my God, vibes.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
But that's what I think about dads.
That father figure wasn't there, yeah?
I can't...
My mum became my best friend.
Okay.
Do you see what I'm saying?
But that happens in a lot of Nigeria. Like the dad plays this really authoritative
Like bad
role.
But it's like,
like-
Dad, chill out. You don't
like,
like,
relax, you don't
for the
have to-
first time in 33 years, I badded up my dad the other day. All respect.
Yeah.
And he actually sat back and thought,
He couldn't,
I'm listening to you now, as opposed to talking at you.
Yeah.
And now we're cool.
he couldn't throw a bag of rice
But-
at you.
No, that's actually something I was going to share today.
Oh,
so.
do you know what? Good. Because I
Yeah.
got a question about that.
Yeah.
Can I quickly finish
I
the
was
women's?
never concerned. Carry on.
Please keep the thingy. So, like, because I know the streets don't want you to get rid. That was a great answer, yeah. But what's the worst thing a girl can say about their relationship with Taze? If they were to come out, what's the worst thing a girl could say?
He's very stubborn.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I can be stuck in my way sometimes.
You don't seem that stubborn on the pod. You seem like the one that kind of lets things go the most.
But when I say stubborn, it's when you're trying to impose your stuff onto me.
Yeah. I was going to say, you know that male stubborn where like,
Like you want to go for dinners and I don't want to do dinners. for
yeah,
example.
then, yeah.
But why don't we go dinners though? I don't want to do dinners.
Because I feel
we
like,
I could tell you the truth. He acts like he's a nice guy, yeah.
Yeah, give us.
But really, he's a piece of shit.
Yeah, give us. I was waiting for us to say, Margs, jump in.
oh no, Marks is going to jump in.
Okay.
Marks is waiting for us to do what we're doing.
Okay.
Then he's going to finish the entire interview.
Yeah, 'cause I
He
just
said, hold that thought.
No.
All right, but
Mark-
you,
Mark-
see, Tazer,
Bro,
you
I'm
care
in the streets, yeah.
about how you present. You care about how you present about what people think of you
Mm.
a lot.
Yeah.
Innit?
Yeah, no,
Like loads though.
No,
you say loads?
No, you do.
No, because I do. No,
care
because
about
I
everything.
do. No, because I do what I do within reason. Like I still do what I want to do. So see, for example, yeah, you have Margs.
Mhm.
Okay, Margs will kiss you on your forehead,
Mhm.
yeah, and tell you he loves you.
Mhm.
He doesn't. You'll say to me, why don't you kiss me on my forehead? Because I don't love you.
Okay.
That's the difference.
Okay. So
But he's
you're
saying I care about what I look like. Yeah, I care because
So
I
you're
want to
saying
be
Margs is
honest.
selling dreams.
I'm being
And
honest.
you're
And you're selling nightmares.
So I'm a piece of shit because I'm honest.
Meets giving reality.
He's a piece of shit because he's selling dreams. So
I don't
which piece of
sell
shit would you
dreams.
rather?
Well, how about neither of you be pieces of shit?
No, but I'm saying the reason why we're both pieces of shit is because we want to be.
That's in Qoy
No,
land.
because the bottom line is, we all want to. We as men, me and Margs. Let's use me and Margs as example. We want to be casual.
E-man as well. Oh, okay, no.
Okay,
E-man.
but me, I'm using me and Margs. I know about Margs. We want to be casual.
You said I can't vouch for him.
And the problem is, the route to get into casual is not easy having a conversation with women.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'd rather be direct. This is what I want. There's the door if you're not interested.
Okay.
That's me.
Have you? I heard. Oh, this is one. I don't think I heard. You
Helen
haven't had a
Hero, what's
girlfriend.
going on?
You haven't had a girlfriend. To be fair, it all comes from your mouth. To be fair,
Can't like, you should be hosting no shade.
No, you haven't had a girlfriend. No, because I remember hearing this year. Because I sometimes I defend men.
Just
to
say,
keep
just
balance.
say. No, don't do that. Just say you spoke to me the other day.
No, I wasn't going to say anything about. We spoke about the phone.
So where did you get this fact from?
You say on a pod that you haven't had a girlfriend since you were 18 because she hurt your heart and she wasn't. Because of your daughter. Because of your daughter, she didn't want to take the relationship any further.
At 18.
I don't know when it was. It
So
was
you've
younger.
just
It was
compared.
younger. Okay,
I had my
correct it.
daughter at 23.
Correct it for me, but basically there was a relationship that was kind of significant that you didn't go. You said this on the pod. I
No,
don't know.
I'm listening
Yeah,
to you.
yeah. You said this on the pod. I don't know why you're surprised by it.
No,
sir.
I'm listening to you.
So you there was a relationship that you decided you didn't want to take. She decided she didn't want to take it further. It seemed like that hurt you a little bit, but you haven't had a relationship since.
Mhm.
And I remember in like a chatty patty situation, right? Girls were like if this was the other way around, girls would be like, you need to heal. Like boys would be like to the girl, you need to heal. Is it that your goal is to not have a relationship, or like what's your vision in terms of your ideal?
So that situation there, that was the first year of free shots.
Okay.
Yeah. And I guess when I say I know a lot of girls or I say I'm bait,
Mhm.
everyone's like, until you're outside with
But
me.
you are though.
No, exactly. But
Yeah.
when I say it, I don't technically say it, but if we're getting to know each other, you're like,
Yeah.
how many people do you know? And I say, I know a lot of people. Like,
Mm.
you can't measure that until you're
okay.
out with me.
Outside.
Yeah.
So every time me
You
and
do
her were
meet and
out,
greet every stop. Okay.
every time me and her out, I'm having to stop or chat, and I'm telling her it's
Yeah.
because of the pod.
Yeah.
She didn't like it. And I'm like, okay, but when I'm suggesting going to certain places that are remote, you're telling me, is it because you're hiding me? I'm like, which one is it?
She didn't know her perks.
Like, which one
I would
do
have
you
walked
want?
accordingly.
which one do you want? Like, do you want to go Leicester Square?
Pep in
Or
my
do you want to
step.
go Surrey Keys? Like, which one? Like, I'm not baiting Surrey Keys.
Yeah.
Or I think I'm not.
Yeah.
But you're saying, no, it's too far. Let's go Park Royal. Park Royal is my stomping ground.
Okay.
And we go to Park Royal. I'm saying hello to everyone to the point where we're nearly missing the beginning of the film. And you're upset. But I've
Oh,
warned
so
you.
what
I've
do you
told
want?
you.
Yeah,
Yeah, what do you want? I've told you.
Yeah, she didn't know what she was
So
signing
when
up
she's
for.
translating
Boy.
that to her group chat, oh my God, he's so inconsiderate. He's such a piece of shit. I'm like, what do you want me to do? Then I have that conversation with Margs, and Margs like, hey, fuck her, man.
It's the easier, man.
She knows who
You
you
know what
are.
I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? She must know you
Like,
are
yeah,
outside.
exactly.
So,
Why should she get involved then?
so what can I do?
I lied though.
So what can I do? Do you know what I mean? So then,
So is it hard for you today?
I wouldn't say it's hard because
I wouldn't say it's hard at all.
Yeah, if I wanted to be in-
manages.
if I wanted to be in a relationship, I easily
You
I
could be in a
could.
relationship.
But I like outside, man.
Yeah,
Outside's warm.
that's okay.
Exactly.
Do you feel
That's
it though?
okay.
So obviously we've like seen you drop, the effing from your name, and I feel like and the content bag you're in, I feel like you're walking in a different. Correct me if I'm wrong, but
No, yeah, you're right.
as a listener,
What's that?
you don't know what I'm saying. So you're right. You're right.
Yeah,
Sounds
you wanna
good.
add
You're
to
right.
it.
You're right. But it looks like you're walking in a different light, right? Has that changed as well with? Because as you said, there's perceptions of what you are today and all that kind of stuff. But has that changed your mindset in terms of like how you think of relationships and stuff now? Like, do you want to settle down? Do you want
I'll be
family,
honest
all
with
that
you,
stuff?
My ideal situation would be for me to have someone who I can spend time with,
Mhm.
but whatever she gets up to on her own accord is on her own accord as long as I don't find out.
Oh,
Like,
so you're
I'm
both
literally-
liberal.
Sorry,
Yeah, like I'm literally,
explain.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Like,
Because I thought you meant a
Roommate.
job, but
a lot of
So-
when I look at a lot of people's situations,
Yeah.
even when men are losing their mind,
Mhm.
it's because they want control
Okay,
and they want their woman to do this,
Okay,
and it's
yeah.
like that's not realistic now.
yeah,
And you can't be saying my dad raised me this way. Okay, the times that your dad was raised
Mhm.
in is totally different to
A
now.
long time ago days.
Yeah, like women are
Long time ago
women-
days.
Women are outside, and don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. This is why I like Margs. Margs does it in a way where it's like it's a bit too much. He wants
his boy to smash his girl.
Yeah, like all of that is a bit too much for me. Like
Yeah,
you can go live life, but
yeah, we heard you, Marks.
that's too far.
Margs cut a girl off because she wouldn't come and see him at the peak of lockdown when everyone
Was scared of death.
When everyone's scared of death, because she wouldn't come and link him. He cut her off for life.
I know. See, I cut off some, but I didn't not for life though. You can double back.
I lied though. They're not going to try to
It's
hold
not
you
that-
down in a
it's not-
time of need.
It's not that deep, man.
This is
Like,
war
I
time.
definitely-
Men-
the only
But
ones.
she can't expect
No, the
special
only
treatment.
ones. The
But you know
only
what's
ones.
funny? I just said you're walking in a different light.
No, the only ones I felt considerate for were the ones that were like, listen, I'm going back to someone who's vulnerable.
Yeah. That was
So those ones were like, okay, cool, I understand. But you live in your yard by yourself. Stop the foolish. If anything, I'm suck.
That's exactly
No,
what
it
he
came out
said.
from him. Yeah,
He said, stop
yeah,
the
he affected your
foolishness.
soul. It's
No,
good you're not
man.
telling things. He affected your
Nah,
soul.
man, like, come
That's
on, man.
wild.
Pull up, man.
My thing is that
You see, we're friends. We must like we're compatible on some level.
every
You get what I'm saying?
I often feel like some of the stuff that guys say when it comes to girls, like how your dad raised you and all of that. You have a daughter, right? Like, how are you going to translate what you expect from women that you date to what you expect your daughter, what you think is a good idea for your daughter to be like?
Remember, I have a sister.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what does that?
I'm not very close to my sister. We're very my sister's my bestie, yeah.
Yeah.
And she tells me about her dating stories, and I'm just like, men are trash, man.
So just enjoy it.
No, men are
I'm
trash.
glad to
Like,
hear that from a man's mouth.
no, men are trash. Like the way my sister goes out, yeah, and she's got pee. So when she's going out, and these men are scrambling when she's ordering water.
I remember that story. That was
Yeah.
that was
Yeah, it's just
ridiculous.
She's like, I got standards, So
What's with water?
that's exactly what I'm gonna tell my daughter. I'm
Yeah.
gonna equip my daughter with everything.
Yeah.
These are the tricks. Da-da-da-da. If she gets swindled, she gets swindled. There's nothing I can do about that.
Yeah.
If you get bumped, you get bumped. You get your heart broken, you get your heart broken.
Who's character?
There's actually nothing I can do about that.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna present you with all the information that you need
Mm.
so you can avoid as much as you can.
What's 3 things you tell your daughter about dating when it gets that time? That's good information that you think.
Dating.
Dating, relationships.
Yeah, they love to make
They love a different.
love a distinction.
Talking stage, babes. All of it.
No, because you have to make a difference.
Okay, about men.
Okay, wait, hold on. No, because you're the way you said the difference between the distinction between dating and talking stage.
That's why those women were crying in the club.
No, but okay.
Well, I don't know what stage they
Do you
must be
think?
about
Okay,
marriage
do
stage.
you think any girl that's seen Margs has had a talking stage?
I think that Margs is different.
Yeah, I don't blame person. I don't build
I
things
don't
on
think that's a good
marks.
example.
So, but does a talking stage count as dating?
I don't think so.
And how long is this
I
talking
think
stage?
no,
And
If
I
I mean-
don't think
talking stage for me is dating because we're
I don't
getting
think
to know
there
each
should be a
other.
talking like this talking stage. I think is
Yeah.
another way to like have the benefits without having to like
Yeah.
pay
Oh,
into
so you're
it in a
actually,
sense.
But
so you're actually having sex in the talking stage?
No.
Oh, so what benefits are you talking about?
First of all, you're pointing a lot at
No, I'm
me.
asking what benefits
Put your
are you
hands
talking
down
about?
like this, yeah.
I've got
Use your
to
hands to
direct
down
my
like this.
questions.
It's
do you know what I
very
mean?
agitated.
Okay, cool.
I personally feel like talking stage was something created, yeah, for the first time. The black man. No, I'm joking. It was created. It was created just to like create less ownership or just to create more vagueness. Like when you
Yeah.
meet someone,
to benefit men.
talking is talking.
But you said
dating-
benefits. You said
Everybody has to
benefits.
talk because you got to get to know someone. So from the second I meet you, whether I drawed you in a club or we exchange numbers online or something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
this,
Yeah.
So from the second I get your number and me and you are talking
Mm.
to when I come to your yard or something like that. Is that the talking stage?
You see how he didn't say date?
I don't even.
I
He
said
said
that.
straight- he said straight, come to the
noticed,
yard.
yeah, come to the yard.
No,
I was gonna say, but I said, it's been too much
I
today.
didn't say date, you know.
I
I
said, no
said,
date.
come to the yard.
What's that?
I'm saying, is that the talking stage though? Just that.
Do you know,
I
it's
don't
for
know.
me,
I
yeah.
don't think it exists.
I don't think it exists,
you
but that's because exactly. I don't think it exists, but that's because for me, talking stage and dating, getting to know each other, it's all the same thing.
If someone's
I don't
sleeping
make
with
a
someone else
distinction.
in your talking stage, is that wrong?
It depends what level we're at. If we just start talking and you're seeing with someone else, then that's cool.
But she
if,
said benefits. That's all I'm trying to clarify.
No, when I'm saying benefits, I mean what it feels like. The talking stage yeah, is another space for vagueness, in my opinion. Like,
Yeah.
so where women are like not sure how much of themselves they feel like they can give because
Oh,
they're not
okay,
sure what
cool.
they're
Yeah.
getting back. And I
Mhm.
feel like that's a mastermind stroke from a mastermind villain. Like
Ooh.
talking stages to me doesn't benefit anyone other than somebody who wants something from you without having to feel like there's any kind of onus to each other.
So what stage should we be at then?
What do you mean?
So when I get your
Stage feels-
number.
It feels like a social construct. I don't feel like
It
a real
is a
thing.
social
Social
construct.
construct.
It feels like people just
100%
talk and
is.
say. Because what's this talking stage? I don't understand.
That's
We
what
talk. We're gonna talk. We gotta get to know each
That's
other.
what I'm saying.
But that's
But a
my
lot
point.
of fuckery is happening in this vagueness. Like talking, if let's say me and Margs, right? Say Margs asks for my number and we talk, that's not a stage. We're talking.
You're
It's a-
talking stage
it's a
in
human-
marriage.
It's a human thing, right? Like we're talking.
Yeah, we're talking.
Then what would happen is that someone like Margs would be like, do you want to meet up? Do you want to go out and do something fun? Right.
And then we're dating.
Then now it's a date. We're on a
Yeah,
date.
she's
now,
right. There's no talking
multiple
stage.
dates
People
now
gotta speak.
means
Dating
we're
is
doing
where
it
it
in
starts.
plural.
Yeah.
So that means we're now in present tense, if English was correct. So
Yeah.
now we're dating, right? Dating can be forever as long as you like, and you lot can define what that is. But when I see the fuckery, and we all know, let's be real, we all know that dating and this whole, in London anyway, feels very toxic because everyone's very tit for tat. I just feel like the lack of clarity is what people use to get
Ooh,
what they want.
I got another point. Number 2. One thing I've realised, and this is where Margs will say, you care about your image. No. This is
It's
what
okay
I've
to
seen.
care about your
yeah.
image, by the way.
Yeah. You
No,
absolutely
but
should.
no, but in the sense of
Because look at you
when I say
BBC One Extra.
You're
No, but-
you wouldn't be on if you didn't
no,
care
but
about your image.
I'm talking about this on the stance of like saying that men are trash.
Okay.
So what I've noticed is, if like Margs just asked you the question, if you're in that stage where you're dating multiple dating
Yeah.
whatever, but you haven't established anything, you're just getting to know someone, you're effing with each other.
Yeah.
If he now finds out a piece of information about you during that stage,
Mhm.
he can now cut you off.
Are you
And
asking me or-
I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's fair. I think
Yeah.
if you're doing crud and I'm doing crud within
Yeah.
that stage,
Yeah.
if no one has said anything about being exclusive,
Yeah.
then it's all feels fair.
But you know what?
and
That's why then talking stage and all these things have been created really and truly by men, because I feel like it absorbs them of being
Any responsibility.
just being what's the
A
word
good
I'm trying to
person.
find?
But you can.
Not even a good person, but just basically like it's so for example, right? If I'm talking to a guy, right? Let the example you've just given, if he was the one doing something and I said to him, like, you're doing this, I'm not happy with that, he can turn around and be like, well, you're not my girl.
Yeah.
So I feel like these stages are created to absorb people of having accountability or just being accountable for whatever relationship whatever stage you're at with someone, kind of thing.
But you make people take accountability because whether you're my girl or not, or whatever it is, if I'm gonna stand for something, I'm gonna stand for something. If I'm not gonna stand for it, I'm not gonna stand for it.
But
I'm gonna say that
yeah.
you have to hold people accountable for things, isn't it? Like all these, like people have their own standards, innit? So you're saying like it's wrong if they can find out that you was doing something in the talking stage and cut you off, yeah. But people accept what they accept. Someone could find out that you done something old from your past. It don't have to be in this talking stage.
Okay,
Someone
yeah.
could find out history about you
And they don't like that.
and they
yeah.
don't like it and cut you off.
Mm.
But it's to their own standards. Everybody's allowed to accept what they want to accept, innit?
Yeah.
It's not wrong or right. You're within your rights to have your partner to meet your standards that you set
Yeah.
for yourself. That's not a bad thing.
Mhm.
It's
but
just
we have-
sometimes maybe it's communication, innit? So
it has to be
you get me?
communication.
Yeah.
Has to be
Yeah.
communication. If you haven't discussed the fact that you're not exclusive, my point is we don't hear the side of the woman where it's like, but you're not my man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always, but you're not my but I'm not your girl. Even when girls say that, but I'm not your girl, a man's looking at her like, what are you talking about?
I've never dropped her, you know, my man.
But that's what I'm saying.
Sometimes
but
you have to because guys are getting things confused.
It's very territorial.
Slow
Yeah.
down.
Very
and
territorial.
I don't think that's
Let's
fair.
relax.
I think if you're both casual, then all's fair.
I
That's
feel like-
horrid, you know,
I
because
feel
for you
like-
to say that to someone, yeah, that means you lot's relationship in some way, shape, or form, yeah, is there,
Yeah.
or is borderline there.
100%.
And then it's
Appears.
it's just no, for you to even say out your mouth, there's something tangible there. Yeah?
Say what?
But it's such a dressing down for you to say, you ain't my girl, you know. Like for me to, because that
Okay,
means
yeah.
because I'm not saying that to anybody else.
You-
There's some
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
confusion,
yeah.
but that means there's something there. And for you to say that to someone, yeah,
You've torn
it's
her
such a
blouse.
dressing down, yeah. It's hard because even
Yeah.
if you say that to me, like you know you're not my man, innit?
Oh.
So what it's like is you're saying like you're acting like you're my man.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah,
you've-
yeah,
everything
yeah,
that we've
yeah,
got
yeah.
is cool, but you've got it twisted.
Yeah.
You feel more about this
very
than I do.
embarrassing.
Like, it's
Yeah.
just something. It's not nice.
I
say to
even like
someone.
what you called it, the dressing down. The person's
It's dressing
naked.
down.
You can't say
Yeah.
to somebody, you're not my girl. Immediately her blouse
Yeah.
is torn.
No, but
Like,
you know it's like
Very
it's
vulnerable.
like
It's
you're-
very vulnerable.
It's like we're reminding it. Me and you are having a conversation. I'm acting something. I'm getting out of my station. I'm doing something that you don't like, and you're gonna say, yo, brother, you
Yeah.
remember
there's no coming back.
you're
from
not
that,
my
so-
boyfriend,
Yeah.
innit?
But I think
It's like-
typically when people say that I know when guys say that to women, it's usually because the guy's done something that the girl's not happy about. And
Yeah.
it's like, you know, man, but
A
when,
defense mechanism, innit?
yeah, but when
Yeah.
I've had to say to a guy, is when you're like acting
Doing too much.
controlling.
He's
and I'm
doing too
thinking,
much.
Yeah.
Yes, it's like his insecurities jumping out and I'm thinking,
But you see, both parts,
Relax, sir.
both examples I'm giving you
yeah.
is when the guy feels like he's the one that's in control.
And that's it. It comes down to
Yeah.
control. It boils down to
He's
control.
losing control.
Mm.
Yeah.
You think you can go out on Saturday and you're not going to come into
That
You
is
better
li-
watch
That
me.
is literally what happened. So I stopped talking to a guy, and then I was on my way to. I was going out.
Yeah.
I was on my way. I'm going out.
It's not
So
a
then-
crossover.
Huh?
It's not a crossover.
No. It was definitely over. It was definitely over. Like we hadn't spoken in like a month and a half. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I thought, isn't that multi-dating? Anyway, we hadn't spoken in a
I
month
was
and a half.
fucking with you.
No, I'm just making it clear for the future.
Oh, we
context.
know.
You know what I mean?
When I take you
So
seriously.
then he randomly messaged me the day before, then on the day of, and then he was like to me, he he was like to me, wait, it was like, let's say it was evening at 7 and I was going out. He was like, wait, where are you going?
Sorry.
Nah. Answer just this question. Just answer this question. Are you going to see a guy?
Wait, is it after you haven't spoken in a month and a half?
Yes.
I'm airing that.
A month
I'm
and a
airing that.
half.
I'm
It was
airing
like-
that.
Right, now
straight.
ask me if I've ever asked a girl that question.
I trust you haven't.
Because you haven't.
It would be on
you
the
have
timeline.
shame.
It would be on the
I
timeline.
honestly believe the world would be a better place if more people had shame. That is such a shameful. That would give me the ick. Don't ask me stuff like that.
Are you going out with a guy?
He's like, maybe it was waved. I don't know, but I just
A month and a half. Do you know how much happens in that time? I've only had two boyfriends
It's
in
the
that time.
entitlement. He apologized though, but it was the entitlement. It was
You
the
can't even come
entitlement.
back with
That's
that one.
crazy.
That's
That was
embarrassing.
crazy. I never experienced that.
Embarrassing.
my
That's like
Yeah.
flirting though, innit? I think girls like that stuff. They like knowing that you care.
I do like.
I like
that.
I've realised that girls like that because I would do stuff like that and not give a shit.
What do you mean, like flirt?
Like say funny things like even if it's casual.
Better not be seen on.
He's on a little date last night. Innit? One of your little babes in them and all that. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
but
no,
that's
I ain't
like
got no babes. But
I would.
it's
do
like
that. I do
girls.
that.
I've clocked that girls like it. Like, I don't care. It's like see that
No.
little jealous streak that you show.
That's my
No.
bag.
Girls fuck with that.
Well, you
No,
love
but-
that bag
no, but
as
the
in you
reason-
do it, or people do it to you.
No, I do it, and I like when it's done to me. But that's someone I'm talking to. Like I'm dating.
Yeah.
consistently.
That's what I'm saying. So the
Not
reason-
someone who's doing disappearing acts.
Yeah,
Don't you
and the
dare.
reason,
Okay, yeah,
and the re- and
But
also
he
the
was
reason,
hella cute. But anyway,
the reason why it works with you is because they know that you don't care.
But you know,
They
it's as
know.
well though. I think there's certain things, a lot of things that we talk about when it comes to like relationships and women. Yeah, if you're the right guy, you can get with anything. Because I'll be honest with you, as
Anything.
much as I'm saying a month and a half,
Yeah.
if it's a guy I really liked, a month and a half, baby, ask
I'm
me
not-
any question.
I wasn't.
I'm
I
answering
didn't
it.
even tell you guys the truth. But anyway, I didn't even tell you that was
You
the
know what it
truth.
is? That is so sad when you
I
have
didn't
to
tell
be
you
the
guys
right
the
guy.
You know, didn't let me finish the story. I said, Qoy.
Honestly, the right guy,
Leave it alone.
I might even cancel the date.
Leave it
I might
alone.
cancel the date. The right
I did
guy.
tell you that we had he apologized. That means there has to be another.
Okay.
Because I believe that
And I
everybody.
love that for you, sis.
I believe that everybody's got someone, yeah. Unless it ended like super toxic, and then you gotta
Yeah.
wait till you find your someone, innit?
Yeah.
But everybody's got someone. I'm saying, even if you don't break and you distance, they're
Mm.
that someone. So you said you'll cancel the date. So have you got someone like maybe not now actively,
Not
but
yet.
have you had someone that could be inconsistent in and out your life, but they're that person,
Yeah.
and they could make you like you could be going on a date and they could tell you cancel that.
Reroute.
Come see me.
And I'm changing my
And you're
my postcode on my wedding.
I want
Yeah.
that.
You
I
got
want
that, yeah?
that.
I have.
I've had that before.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. Have you guys got a Jada?
Who? I know it's not Jada Smith.
Well, as in, I'm all.
What?
So I'm Will.
Pinkett Smith.
I hope you talk about Jada
No,
Wader.
no.
I hope you talk about Jada Wader.
I do
Okay,
not
do you-
have
no,
a
no, no,
Jada.
Not reference Miss
No.
Lip on here.
I
Okay,
do not have
but
a
do you
Jada.
have a? You guys look
An
terrified.
entanglement?
Do you
I don't
have
know what that means.
Do you have
I hate that woman.
Do you have
I
a
don't-
woman? Do you have
No,
a woman?
yeah.
Obviously, I'm not saying how we see her, how Will once saw her or does see her. Like, do you have a woman that you just feel like you're so impressed by how you're so enchanted by how she moves?
I was in the friend zone with one
Mesmerised.
girl for about, I think 5-6 years.
See,
Wow.
I think
Like,
that's
trying to come out.
I think
or-
that's a social construct. It doesn't exist. I'm a friend zone escape
alright,
artist.
cool.
Wait, were you trying to
Yeah,
come out?
yeah. Same. I've been saying to many friends.
Were you in the friend zone trying to come out, or were you just happily in the friend zone?
Do you know what it is? It just depends on what time you caught me. But like I said,
Okay.
whenever this girl called me,
You're like,
Tazer, what you up to? Do you want to do something? Whatever I had planned. cancel.
Really?
Yeah.
Imagine being the girl. Imagine being the girl that was excited to go on a date with Tazer and then he cancelled because somebody else that hasn't given him
no,
time.
sorry. I thought you see that's toxic. I thought you meant imagine me the girl that he's willing to cancel for. I like that
Yeah, of course.
more
yeah.
than the
No,
other
but she
scenario.
never knew.
Oh, she never knew you that
Okay.
that you held her in that regard.
She would know.
She never know. She never knew.
I feel like she would know.
She wouldn't know I had plans.
That you're always
Yeah, but
if you
I
come at the
called and
top of
you're
a
here.
hat, you
for
could
6
assume.
years
I
you
weren't
were
busy.
there at the drop of her hat.
No,
weren't
you could
busy.
have
No,
stopped.
you have a free.
After a
you
while,
just went on a
I'm
walk.
telling you.
She might not know, but after a while, she's gonna assume that if I tell him jump, he's gonna say how high. So
Nah,
it's
but-
still
yeah.
the same thing.
Nah, but she-
You're canceling anything. I
Nah.
take precedent of everything.
Nah, because at the end of the day,
You're always
she wasn't,
free for
she
5
wasn't-
years.
She wasn't in my life that often.
5 whole years, you're always
Okay.
free.
But she wasn't in my life that
You have
often.
boy, I'm a whore. You have faded.
It wasn't consistent.
You have all these things, but you're always available when she called you. My G, she knew, but it's calm.
She knew, bro.
It's calm.
Alright,
There's nothing bad with that.
That's nothing bad.
Well
Why
done.
are
I'm
we
here
scared
for- I
to
love
like?
that for her.
Yeah, why are we be like?
I'm
like
only saying because
somebody with your chest?
we've had personal conversations.
Okay,
after
she
she's
didn't know.
told me
Okay,
That she
tell
didn't
her.
know how important she was to you.
You didn't tell her.
well how important she was to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, there's a factor that kind of like held her back, and it was on her hand. Okay, she already had history with one of my boys.
But you didn't mind.
He
That
did
ain't no
mind.
problem.
Held
That
him
ain't no
back.
problem.
See?
Yeah.
No,
but-
he held her.
They held
back.
him back. He's
No, he
blocking
held
your
her
blessings.
back.
He was ready to love her. See, this is what I'm trying to say. You need to be stronger, bro. It didn't hold her back. It held him
I said,
back.
stop caring what people think about you.
Ain't you listening? That could have been his soulmate. You're missing out. You stop blocking your
Actually, that
blessings
is
because of
so
pride
funny.
and ego, bro.
Swear.
Huh?
I don't like that laugh.
Do you know what? Though? Okay, I do have a question
somebody's
back. There. I
last
do have a question for you. I'm so done with Margs. But do you know what it is? I have a question for you. So obviously we kind of touched on it earlier, like in that you share stories on the pod and all that kind of stuff. Is there any stories that you've ever, or actually no, have you ever regretted sharing stuff on the pod? Because I think sometimes you do share stories and people kind of make up their own assumptions and their own narratives of what, like, for example, your family life was, like the bag of rice situation kind of thing. People kind of make up their own narratives about your story, even though you're probably just sharing it just casually.
Yeah.
So do you have that regret sometimes?
Or the woman in McDonald's as well. I think people had a lot of opinions on that.
Oh, the woman I lost my virginity.
Yeah.
That one.
What's this bag of rice story?
So basically, the bag of rice. Let me tell y'all where it happened, as if it's my story. But what was it? I think you were like late get back home.
I was late to get back home, and that's a big thing to my dad: lateness and lying. So I gave him the double whammy that day.
You
I
lied
came
and you
home
were late.
And I came home late. He asked me. No, sorry, he had called me. Sorry,
Mhm.
and asked where I was.
Yeah.
I lied. So I've come home late, and my mum's like, the way I saw my mum on the stairs, it was.
You knew
I
it was
knew.
over.
So and I didn't have my key, so I had to knock the door. Doors opened. I walked in, and because no one greeted me, I was like, yeah.
Yeah, you're in. They kind of make eye
Yeah.
contact. They're thinking you don't know what's coming.
My dad's just appeared. Like, where have you been? I'm stuttering. The next thing I knew, I just saw the bag of rice just flying towards me. Hit me. I've dropped, and he just came and just started
Weighing
weighing me in. And then
Really?
my
Like
mom's like, stop.
punches?
What?
He
I don't
threw a
think you know
bag
my
of
dad.
rice. I think punches is the least.
I don't think you know my dad, man.
Of
I've
the
got a
hits.
worse punishment before
What made him
that.
add the rice to the combo?
He was just there in the
That was the
kitchen and
beginning of the
just-
combo.
But
Yeah,
that's
that was just-
not the worst.
So how do you pick up a bag of
That's
rice?
not
and-
He also hit you with a pool stick because
Yeah,
of
yeah.
Snickers.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was the
Bar.
worst one.
I remember
Do
that.
you not think that? Obviously, I'm Nigerian, so I get that like beating is
It's
like
wild.
part of the upbringing or whatever. But I don't think you beat your. I'm not sure. Do you beat your daughter?
Nah.
Yeah.
never.
Do you when you look back on that? Do you think it was abuse or do you think it was just you
It was
needed
just
that?
him getting his frustration out.
But that's not what discipline is meant to be.
It is where he came from.
And I think that's the thing sometimes.
context.
It's
Context.
And
Exactly.
beat-
the
Yeah.
generational difference.
Yeah.
Beating someone and abusing them is two different things.
Yeah.
Definitely. Even if you can be a bit excessive or a bit quick, a
Yeah.
bit gun ho
Yeah.
with it, it's still two different things. Like discipline and
Yeah, it was
abuse.
because it was
Just
always
two
when I
different
did
things.
something wrong.
Like
Yeah,
that's what I'm
but
saying. You
isn't
could have
the goal of
deserved it.
discipline
Like
to
you
change
don't
your
beat your daughter,
behaviour?
yeah. But how many times in your life has your daughter done something that's made you want to beat her?
Just a couple times.
So not a lot though.
No.
This is my point. So that's why she's not going to be getting. It's not like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
It's not a thing.
She hasn't done anything where it's
Do you think
deserved
because
a
you were a
beating.
guy that your dad felt like he had to like just because outside his
Nah, he slapped my sister once, and she just never misbehaved again.
All right.
Yeah.
So you learn
That
lessons.
slap, I said that slap was I saw it HD. Again, she
4K.
came late. My sister has never come home late.
1 second. Sorry though. What kind of tardiness are we talking about? Because
Yeah.
is it minutes?
Is that
or-
6:01? Like
Nah,
1 minute late?
No, what kind of lateness are we talking about? I mean, I
Oh,
get that
okay,
he's a
cool.
sticker for
So-
his rules, but what are we talking about here?
Okay, so my sister's school is, I think, 15 minutes bus ride away.
Yeah.
You finish at what, 3:15, 3:30.
Mm-hmm.
Have a little chat with your girls outside and then come home. You should be home by 5:30. Sorry,
4.
4:30. 4:30.
Okay. An hour.
Latest 5. I
Okay.
think she strolled in at 6:30.
Mm.
You didn't even ask her where you were. Bow! I
Really?
said, oh my.
I can respect
I
that.
could have. Yeah, but what if something happened to me?
She just told him everything.
I can-
And she's
Yeah,
like,
but do you
Dad,
know
I'll never do it again.
I can
But you know,
respect that.
I've sat on a train here once for like 2 whole hours as in a delay.
It doesn't matter.
So
Next
what if
time-
something happens?
Next time you will climb
No,
off
but
that
no,
train.
no. But
Next
see,
time you will climb, you will press
So you will
emergency
walk home.
no,
doors.
but that's
You
within
will climb
reason.
out that train.
Like you would go home and say,
No, but your
"Mum,
dad didn't
Dad-"
wait for a reason though.
No, because he was calling her. She went,
Oh, okay.
Mm.
So you add these
But
things.
no, that's what I'm saying. So because we had this conversation with Axel's on our podcast
Yeah.
previously, and he was talking about his belly sinks when his son doesn't answer the phone. His son's
Yeah.
like,
Oh yes,
his
yes,
son's
yeah.
I think 13 now, and he's
Yeah.
6'1".
Yeah.
So he looks like a big man.
Yeah.
So his belly sinks when he doesn't know where his son is after
Yeah.
school.
I
And I'm
feel
like,
the same,
imagine
yeah.
how our parents felt. We didn't even have phones.
And
Yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that.
And it's
My
not-
brother lives in the hood. I feel like that every time his name flashes on my phone. I just hope
Really?
there's nothing wrong.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? So,
I feel the same with my siblings as well.
so it's kind of like, imagine how our parents
You
felt.
guys are really good. I call him like, what do you want now? Yes, we're
No,
the top.
It's not that because my little brother is 6'1" and he's
Okay,
like
yeah.
what? He's fucking 18 and he looks tall and big and all of that. I'm just like,
There's a gang.
no, he's not. He wears Converses. He's not. So
I got Converse.
okay, I don't know what that means.
But
now.
you're-
yeah.
I'm not going to do that.
When you were
I'm not
living
saying
the
you're not
life
getting me
right
today.
You can say he's reformed gang.
I was going to say that. I said, nope, not me.
But yeah, when he started like going out, being more social, I was like, oh, what time is he coming? Because there's so many things to think about. If it's
There's
not
a lot.
police, it's other people. It's, do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Is a overly tense white woman. There's so many things that I just think
about.
of. I think the same with my sister as
Yeah.
well.
I think with my sisters, but that's because as a woman, I think of that anyway. Like, as
Yeah.
a woman, I haven't had peace
Even to
all the
answer
time.
your previous question in regards to what was the first question again? So you said something about
Oh, do you regret any
me
stories?
sharing. So yeah. So
Yeah.
for example, and I don't know if this is a result of me being who I am,
Mhm.
but the rest of my family that are out there
Yeah.
don't show their faces.
Mm,
My brother, my sister,
They're out there.
they're anonymous.
mm.
And what they do is out there, but they don't show their
No,
faces.
not that they're out. Obviously, they live life. What I'm saying, they exist,
Oh, yeah.
but they don't show their face. Have you noticed? I don't post my brothers or my sister. And if I post my sister, it'll be she's always on to me. Take it down.
Take it down.
Take it down.
Mm.
My brothers, no face.
But
They
your
don't
brother-
like it.
But
One's
your brother could
25,
post you in
one's
that,
18.
in that position you're
Nah.
in. It's funny.
Exactly.
Is that-
Waste, man.
So what? You don't post them because they don't want it.
I
because you don't want it?
respect for them. They don't want it.
That's good.
You know
I
what
appreciate. I respect that.
Because
Yeah,
how come
like,
you post your daughter a lot on social media? Though you don't.
Yeah, but her mum's very low key, and there's been times where
Have
her
you talked
mum's.
about that though?
What's that got
Like
to
you
do
and her
about-
mum, 'cause you
what's
know,
that got to
like-
do
Yeah,
with her
could-
mum? I'm talking about mum. I'm talking about the mindset for you. I'm saying you just don't mind. That
Now with
kind of-
my daughter, like, listen, I believe in God in it. Red eye is real, but I believe in God. At the end of the day, God's stronger than
Amen.
all
God is
these people.
sovereign.
Do you know what I mean?
Amen.
So, but when there's
it called
times where
red eye?
I felt like, and I've started
Mm?
Is it called
archiving
red eye?
certain pictures.
Yeah, red eye, evil eye.
Like, I don't know
Right.
what I would be waiting for or what time is, but I don't know when I would like ever do it, if that makes sense.
But
No,
that's
I
your
hear
son.
that. I respect
But did
that.
you have a conversation with your baby mum, your mother of your daughter, about posting her online and stuff?
She was for it, and then
Okay.
when she started realizing that there's weirdos out here,
Mm.
that's when she
Well, I
was.
suppose you said someone stopped her or something like that.
No, she went
One
Westwood
time.
one time,
Yeah.
and then and someone just kept staring at my door, just staring, and she's thinking,
What creep?
do you know what I mean? Like, at least say something, because
Yeah.
my
'Cause
daughter's
it's
young
just weird
and
now.
she's with someone who. The funniest one is when she went. My baby mom's gone to a dealership to buy a car
Yeah.
with her new partner and my
Yeah.
daughter. The person serving her is my boy. So he's just see my daughter and he's ready to get cracky with the baby dad, thinking,
Sir,
thinking,
Get your commission and go.
thinking my baby mom's cheating. You know, he's just heard that I've got, so he's thinking, nah. He's gone back, he's all called me, yo, Taze, I think this has to be your daughter. I'm like, what are you talking about? I ain't spoken to this guy in like 2 years.
He said, say the word and I'm not sending them the car.
So obviously when I explained the situation to him, he was like, oh, okay, cool. But yeah, so sometimes I go through phases where like I archive her pictures.
Yeah.
But her face is out there now, so it's like, obviously I'll do the most I can to protect her, but we do know that she now knows that there's weirdos out there. Even some of her own friends
Yeah.
have kind of turned on her not because of me, but as a result of me, and
Yeah.
she's realized that, okay, cool, you weren't just chatting shit when you said,
Yeah.
be careful, be more vigilant, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So
But you know what though? Let's talk about your new show, because you told us briefly at the start, you know, the whole BBC One Extra, not wanting to talk too much and talk too quickly. What's the show about? Is it going to be music? Is it going to be, because you're a man of different talents?
yeah, it's
And
literally going to be, we're going to play music because
Okay.
legally you have to play music.
Yeah.
But it's more to do with the banter between me and Cyan.
Mhm.
Me and Cyan always talk on the phone about everything under the sun.
Yeah.
And then again, it started from like us basically saying, we should turn this into something
Mm.
as a joke. And obviously she's gone and done whatever she's done at the
Yeah.
BBC and made it happen. So what you're going to get from us is just literally banter, and the opposing views.
Yeah.
And ideally, I don't want to end any show with us in agreement.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't want to. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to play that devil's advocate. And
Oh, I
she's
love
going to play
that
that
because I
devil's
feel
advocate.
like
I like that.
on your other pods, you're kind of a bit more relaxed.
Yeah,
Yeah, you take it back.
So, but with
I'm-
Zion, you're
yeah.
like, yeah, all smokes.
Do you know what I mean?
What does success look like for you, Tazer? Like,
Happiness.
great, good. So, what other than happiness, what does success look like? look like for you? No, happiness. I want that for you.
No, I think
100%.
that's the main goal. So for example, when I got the Free Shots got signed Spotify,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and I realized, this is potentially, I'm more comfortable now.
Mm.
Anywhere I could bring my boys, I would, just so they can have a taste of this comfortability, because it's not just me. My friends have to enjoy it too. Do you know what I mean? And then where I can help, for example, I will. So like, example, Margs came onto the pod many times.
Mhm.
When he decided to do his own thing, all for it. My phone's there whenever you want advice
Yeah.
and whenever you want help. Anything you're doing, I'm there.
Yeah.
You ain't got to tell me twice. I'm there. Live show, you need help, I'm there. Whether he
Mhm.
used it or not, it's on him, but he knows I'm
It
here
was them. Yeah.
because I want him to enjoy too. Because
Yeah.
this is not just me, this is for everyone.
Mhm.
Same with, for example, 90s babies.
Mhm.
They were doing their thing, but whenever they want to call, I'm here. Like,
Mm.
I'm full. I remember one time on Clubhouse, I was on the stage and one girl was hosting a room. There was bare girls and guys on the stage, whatever.
Yeah.
And then someone clocked that I was there and they were like, Tazer, can I ask you a question? I know it's random, it's off topic, but can I just ask you a question? I said, yeah, go ahead. Because what advice have you got for someone? I'm starting up a podcast. I gave him bare advice and all the girls were like, that's mad. I'm like, what? They're like, we didn't think you would give advice because we thought you would want to keep the position to yourself. I'm like, are you all right? I want bare podcasting here. Like,
Yeah.
everyone come. Let's kick off the door because I want more people that look like me and you in here.
Yeah.
When I'm going to these rooms and they don't look like, I'm just like, this is bare boring, man. Like, bring Margs in here, man. Bring,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Bring everyone in here. That's why I
Yeah.
love filthy fellas.
Yeah.
Because you look at them, every single one of them reminds me of someone I grew up with.
Mm.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And that's what I want. I want us in places where, yes, we're making money, being ourselves and we're comfortable, but we're just enjoying life. So
Yeah.
to answer your question, happiness is the main thing and the people around me being happy as well. And obviously, your mental. A lot of people have money, they're not happy.
Yeah.
A lot of people are happy with no money. It's weird. Whatever it looks like for me, the belly of it has to be happiness.
What's been the hardest thing? Thanks for that answer. What's been the hardest thing you've had to experience business-wise? Like, you've navigated from like literally staying at home all day in your bed to now like leading in podcasting, and do you know what I mean? And now diversifying your portfolio. Like, what's been the hardest thing business-wise?
Uncle Sam.
The tax.
What?
Yeah, they
The
bodied
first time I did, so obviously when we launched Faded, tickets were £5. Then it grew to £8. Then it grew to £10. Over a year, I think 18 months, 2 years, decided to get an accountant. Accountant's like, we need to process your books from your previous years. We didn't exist, sir. You know what I mean? We didn't exist, bro. We'll start from today.
We're starting today.
He's like, yeah, but you've got a paper trail. Because we used to sell tickets online. So we're like, all right, cool. Send us all your stuff. Send it over. I actually haven't calculated how much we've made. I just go by what I get paid on the day. Do you know what I mean? He's done his things, gone away for 3 months, come back. He said, yeah, you lot have passed the VAT threshold. I said, what's the VAT threshold? 85 grand. I said, I've made 85 grand.
Where is it?
It don't feel like it.
So how much over are we? I said, you're in the 6-figure mark. I said, yay. So how much tax do you have to pay? This is how much you have to pay. So what does that mean? Basically, you lot are not going to be able to pay yourself for like the next 9 months.
Mad.
But we have to come out and party with you lot.
Yeah.
As if
I'm enjoying the
making
fruits of
money.
his labour.
This is what I'm saying. 9 months, no pay.
That's
Literally,
crazy.
all the money we made goes to the tax man. And all the money that we've made to pay the tax man is getting taxed next year. I said, this is hard, man.
It's a setup.
This is why
Yeah.
Emman's always saying we
I'm
need to be
telling you.
conservative.
When I said to you, be on top, because basically one thing that I learned off my boy, he's like, in our community, we shy away from speaking about money.
Yeah, we do.
But the best way to look after your money is to go and protect your money.
Yes, sir.
Ask them questions.
Financial illiteracy, bro. We are
Yes.
financially illiterate.
Yeah, we
They
are,
don't
we are.
teach us these things.
Mm.
I do not know nothing. My taxes are not in order.
And I keep telling you.
Yeah, I know.
you get
I had a
onto you.
conversation with an accountant the other day, and I need to go and run through something. So I'm gonna get on top of it and sort it out.
Do you know what gets
Yeah.
me? Is that every day Marks comes in here and finds a new way to get us cancelled. And I just can't.
Man said,
Why would you put that out
Man
in the
said-
universe?
He said, find me.
The other day he said I identify as a criminal.
I
Today,
saw.
That's the clip that he gave me. He wants me to throw up. Piece of shit.
it's already out. It's already out.
No, I'm gonna put it on mine when I get out of it.
So obviously that was the hardest part. But then we thankfully, we thank God,
Yeah.
we beat the case.
The money's strong over there.
And now we manage our money a lot
Better.
better.
That's
So
good.
now when they say, you see when these white people say expenses, hi.
Yeah, you
I
expensive
didn't know how
thing.
they were enjoying.
Wow.
They listen, mean you can go to lunch now. I'm expensive.
Just claiming it.
Claim it. Me, that,
In
me, that's,
Jesus' name,
me,
amen.
me, that's, this whole outfit,
So
I can
it's
expense it. Say, TDA, big network.
Come
They
on.
invited me in, do you know what I mean? I had to look the part. That's why I went on board Diesel G.
He went on board Gold
Yeah,
Chain.
Yeah. Expense that, man. All my accountant could do is just, okay, cool, sign it off.
Mhm.
Is what it is.
You have a reputation of being really likable. right?
I don't know where this question's going.
Yeah, so
Don't look to me for help.
People talk a lot, yeah. As you can see, we don't talk before the show.
I know you're looking at me. I'm like, I don't know what's going on here.
But you know that like the saying that the industry is like it's horrible, it's harsh, it's the industry, whatever. You seem like a really likable person. Has that been your experience in the industry? And is there an example that you can share?
Nah, because a lot of the people that I know in the industry are my brethren.
That you know from before.
Known from before, a long time. Like literally, most of the if I start naming names, they're all people that I knew outside of whether we were gonna do business or not. Do you know what I mean? I can actually phone them and have a conversation with them, and they don't feel like I'm calling them for favors or anything. And because of that, I don't use my juice in that sense. I don't think I've asked anyone for favors. Like even I can say this on here. I phoned Rashid Link Up yesterday. And I said, I've got something for my YouTube coming soon. And you don't do interviews. But your first 3, I have to be 1. He said, yeah, come on, man, that's a no-brainer. Do you know what I mean? Like that. So if he brings out 3 interviews and one of them ain't me, we have beef.
Man said,
said
I'm winging it, but not him planning interviews before the owner.
Nah, I need to I've grew up with Rashid. I've seen his journey. So there's certain things that I can talk about that a lot of people won't be able to talk about. Like there's even one I want to say now, but I don't want to say it. It's just long. But when we have that conversation, you'll see. Because he knows. I'm watching him from the outside looking in. Same way he's watching me outside looking. Do you know what I mean? So there's certain things that I'll throw on him and he'll be like, oh my God, I did not know that was coming. So
thank you so much, Tazer. We have another question as we enter our last
This
two
has been so much
questions.
fun.
This has been really good.
You're a great guest.
Like really, really good guest.
thank you.
I want to ask another question, but I don't know if we have time. So, are you bald? Is your hair just short?
I just like it short. I've been cutting my hair like this since I was like 18.
Okay.
Is that class as short?
0.5.
Non-existent?
It's just 0.5 when you go to the barbers.
Really?
Yeah, 0.5.
I thought that was 0. But okay, cool.
Yeah.
What is something that no one knows about you? Obviously, you're on a pod. You share so much of yourself. But what's something? So TDA, we need something
gotta
that's
leave us with
specific.
something.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I knew this question was coming, yeah. So I actually asked my mum and my sister if there's anything that they remember.
A
How
well-prepped
did you know?
guest.
How did you know?
I just
this
had a
was
feeling.
coming?
When you
Do you know the owner of TDA?
He knows Brent.
I don't know.
He knows Brent be up to some shit.
I don't know. But when you have these interviews, sometimes a question like that comes up. So I asked, and my sister said, two things. Do you remember the time that you had malaria and you couldn't feed yourself? For some reason, I couldn't use my hands. There was a joke that my hands were broken.
Were you in Nigeria or here?
In Nigeria. So my mum had to spoon feed me.
Oh, wow. How old were you?
16. I don't remember.
Oh.
I don't remember. And then she goes, okay, cool.
Got
Forget
malaria
it,
as a teenager.
brother.
I've had malaria.
No,
a few
my mum,
times.
we went to Nigeria. My mum didn't take me.
Margs laughing at Tazer's immune system.
No, I didn't take the injection. My mum didn't
Okay.
take me to get the injection. Everyone else did but me. Apparently mine was either too expensive
You're
or...
a survivor as well.
But did you have it as well?
Two
Yeah, I've
times.
had malaria before. I lived in Nigeria.
That's just
Oh,
something
when
I
you
hear
born
about.
there?
Like,
No,
that's
I was
just
born
like a
here
TV
and I was
disease.
raised there and
I
then I
had
came
it.
back here.
You think that's
What's-
weird?
What, like being...
Because if you were born there, you wouldn't have needed the injection.
Okay. Is it?
No, if
I
you're
would've
there, you
known
can
that.
still get malaria.
No, you can still get it, but it's not as hard as someone who's
Oh, yeah,
born here.
yeah,
Yeah.
I was saying, that's
Okay.
like a TV, that's a TV disease to me. I didn't know how many
No,
people.
Oh, brother.
I didn't know
Nah,
I
had
knew
that
people that
before.
have malaria.
No, yeah, you
Yeah,
do.
now you do. Now you
So,
do.
so when you want to say I'm not strong because I haven't been shot, remember, mosquitoes shot
Malaria,
my
bro.
ass, okay?
Do you know what I mean?
I could have been dead and
then
gone.
The second thing was, she said, "Do you remember when you got bottled?"
Oh, wow.
Oof.
And I was like,
No, I don't.
"No,
Instant memory.
I hate that. I want to ask, were you bold then? I'm
no."
just thinking
Was I
cushion.
bold because I got bottled?
Yeah, but I feel like with more impact, wouldn't it?
If you had hair.
Yeah, I probably was bold. I don't know, but I don't remember when I got bottled. And she was like,
When was this?
She started developing the story. She goes, "You don't remember when you got bottled?" I was like, "By who?" She goes, "By dad." I said, "Jesus."
Oh,
This is discipline, yeah?
discipline,
that
eh?
you man are talking about.
I honestly was hoping it was at a rave or something. I did not think.
Well, let me explain. So do you
Please.
remember?
I don't know how you're going to do
Do you
this.
remember when I don't even know if it was actually a Coca-Cola product or it was just someone doing a fake. But you know when they had the big Coke.
Yes, and people used to put their
Bottles.
coins in there.
Yeah.
My mum put rice in there.
Okay.
You just love rice in your house.
So my dad used that one time as a
So
taste.
he was twice
Yeah,
rice.
piece of
He's
rice.
quite
Twice.
strong, you know. That Coca-Cola bottle was
Do you know how big my dad is?
He should have
Nah,
been. Was
nah.
it bodybuilder? He should have done something.
Do you know, my dad's not actually that tall. I thought he was. I think my dad's like, nah. I think he's like 6.
You got to bring him on the pod one day. Or onto the show with Sion.
That pod will get cancelled. Them man and their old school views. Nah. Do you know what he said to me when I told him I was having a baby?
What?
He said, "So whose family are we sending it to back in Nigeria?" I said, "What?"
How do you mean?
Do you know, like, when you're young, you have children.
yeah. Like, so
Traditionally, you
send
send
it
the
back
child,
to
and
the-
then at some point the child will come back here.
he's like,
When the child is all structured in the Nigerian way.
I said, "Dad, her mum's here.
And?
And?
I know. And?
Hey.
That is
That's
crazy.
wild,
Jelly.
man.
But I wouldn't change him for the world.
Yeah.
Wouldn't change
We
it.
can tell
Yeah.
you speak about him with a lot of love.
Yeah, and I think
You give him a
Yeah.
lot of grace, and I
Yeah.
love
Yeah.
that.
And I think people need to remember that as well.
What to
Like-
contextualize their parents?
Yeah, no, like how you speak of him. Do you get what I mean? So they shouldn't be angry on your behalf because the way you speak about him.
Don't carry my headache because I don't have one.
Yeah, don't take paracetamol for my headache.
this is my pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
My therapist is
The
sort
last
that out.
question of our interview segment, and have you been enjoying it?
Lovely.
Yeah,
Thank
cool.
you.
So, life lessons. What is one lesson or piece of information that you've learned in your life that you want to share with the TDA audience?
Life doesn't owe you anything,
Mm.
and not everyone's gonna like you.
Lesson period.
So, do what makes you happy, and then everyone else will fall in line.
Do you and they'll adjust?
Yeah.
Telling you, I've heard so much things about me, and I sit there like, wow.
I did that.
Do you know what I heard the other day?
What did you hear? Not him bringing the tea.
Keith owns 80% of free shots. Me and Marv own 10% each, and that's why we don't promote our live shows.
I said, what is Spotify coming to?
What did you hear? What? Sorry?
Someone said to someone, yeah,
Not with
and
Marvin's
the person
stubborn
they
self,
said
not
it to,
possible.
the person they said it to works at a big label, and they called me to be like,
LOL, guess what?
no, they called me
Free
to be like,
yourself.
are you good
I'm
over there?
concerned.
Like, I'm like, why? They're like, oh, I'm hearing. Do you know what? Let me not gossip. I said, Bob, say it. And he goes, yeah, I heard that apparently Keith owns majority of free shots, and you and Marv only own it. Apparently, you and Marv have been strong armed into owning a lower percentage. So that's why you don't do live shows no more. I said, brother, there's a pandemic outside. But this is what someone is
That's
now
wild.
spreading.
And it's spreading.
And
Do you
me-
know what's mad? I heard the person that heard it, but you see the person that came up with it.
Yeah,
You're
like
just sitting in your
it
yard.
had to be because
That's
no
the
one
real
would have ever
content
said
creator
that.
over there. That person.
Okay, so let's put this straight. Who really owns the most free shots?
You know who owns the most of free shots?
Who?
Nobody.
It's all 33%.
It's all in the air.
What?
It's all in the air. Whoever wants to own free shots can own free shots. You go out and tell people you own free shots.
I think go on, Margs. Ask again.
Man. Finish the interview. Take it home, man. Take it home.
first.
So you're not the leader, basically.
No, I'm a leader.
You're the moral compass of the show, though.
Depends on who's listening.
He's the liberal of the show.
All right, cool. So
I think you're the
moving
liberal of the show.
moving forward, yeah, because obviously you've been diversifying your portfolio. You need to worry. Are you like looking to take a step away from podcasting on free shots or anything, or is are you just expanding? Because
I'm expanding. I love podcasting, and free shots ain't going away anytime soon.
Okay.
that's what the people wanted to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Free
love
shots
that.
ain't going anywhere anytime soon.
Is
Obviously.
it as fun as it was when you first started? Like, things have changed. You don't used to be on crud at the start. Now
Yeah.
you're like,
You
oh,
got
crackers.
you got to kind of adjust with the
Crackers.
times. You got to kind of adjust with the times, and
Yeah.
I've had a lot of black women message me and basically say, the ones that are fans of the show,
Mhm.
and basically say that we've noticed that you don't really talk on sensitive topics and
Mm.
those like issues that people discuss on the timeline. And I've basically said to her, if people aren't willing to listen, anything we say is going to be disregarded. But the ones that are willing to listen, you can message me. We can
We'll
talk
have
about
that
it.
conversation.
We can talk about it. Do you know what I mean? We've tried. We went through a phase where, you don't have no women on the pod. I'm like, but I don't have no women in my group chat.
Yeah.
And that's where the pod derived from.
Mm.
So why would I, do you know what I mean? Like, I didn't understand why women were so adamant that we had a balanced view on the pod
Yeah.
when the pod clearly
It's about
states
men's group chat.
it's a man's
That
group
is-
chat. It's
I
a
never
lad's
thought about it that
convo.
way.
Yeah, it's a locker room. You wouldn't walk into a male changing room. That's where the conversation is. You don't want to be the fly on the wall. So when you lot are like, oh, but where's the women? We're not being sexist. That's just,
So this is how we're.
yeah. So like, cool, we started introducing women and then we realized we're just going to keep butting heads
Mm.
because what you don't want to talk about is not what we want to talk about. We're trying to involve you in our conversation. You don't want to hear our conversation.
And you definitely don't want to hear us.
So it's just like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
If that's the pod that you want to hear, then let's do something else.
Mm.
A show. That's why I said to you the other day when you had your show, it was a music show. It had male, female. That's different.
Yeah.
But the free shots was never that. So you're demanding that just doesn't make
Yeah.
sense. Then she went on to say, yeah, but
She had another point.
yeah, no, she basically said that a lot.
I hear
a lot
you,
of,
but-
a lot of the
Yeah.
things that's on the timeline, people would love to hear what you lot have to say. And I'm like, if you lot listen to the pod, we have definitely touched on certain things. But what happens is it gets lost in when we talk about girls and tables,
Yeah.
when we talk about experiences.
You
with
lot love a
sex
table.
and- do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It gets lost. We had a whole year where we had a contract with Spotify where we separated the pod and we
Learn
focused on learn with free shots for a whole year.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
And people say, but
That's what
free shots
Zizi
is not a
said.
business podcast.
These
It's
are
like,
good.
ZZ was like, when I do episodes that are about the things you lot say you want, no one even watches
yeah,
it
I've
like
clocked
that.
it as well. Yeah, I've clocked it as
Yeah.
well. It's just one of them things where it's the nature of the beast.
Mm.
Mm.
And you just got to play the game. That's it.
Thank you so much.
But honestly,
Thanks for
no,
having me, man.
with everything, congratulations. You're
Thank you,
doing
thank you,
amazing,
thank
and it's
you.
actually it's
Big
very
brother.
inspiring to see. So congratulations,
Thank
and
you. Thank you.
looking forward to the show. What was the date again?
Saturdays 4 till 7 and we
Yeah.
launched June the 11th.
Then
That's
after that,
it.
you go straight to Faded.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I love a busy life though. That's
Yeah.
like, I feel like that's what life's
That's
meant
why
to
you need
be.
a woman to balance it all out.
To do what?
Then she'll be mad because it's not available on Saturdays.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
No, we love that.
Screaming.
But it's now time for us to jump into